Hi everyone, this is Sal with Moon Valley Nurseries, and we're talking about all kinds of pests and disease that could be potentially in your home and garden, and some of the things we see our clients bring into the nursery on a regular basis. So we're going to talk about today caterpillars. Caterpillars come from moths or butterflies that are growing and flying around in your home and garden, and they look amazing in most cases. They're kind of nice to look at, but more often than not, they're leaving some stuff behind for us to deal with, and they're of course leaving that larva and that caterpillar there for us to create the next batch of beautiful butterflies in that. So we're going to see them on various plants. We can see them on tomatoes, veggies, herbs, things like that. We could see them on grapevines. We might see them on Texas mountain laurels, tacomas, bougainvilleas, you name it. They can just kind of get on a lot of plants. So we're looking for, when clients are bringing us samples to identify they in fact have caterpillars, they'll usually bring us, say, a picture, a sample bag of whatever leaves or a limb or something off their tree, so we can kind of help identify it. And we can almost always tell immediately. You'll see the little honeydew left behind where they've been kind of feeding. You'll see little residue of poop, unfortunately, on there. We know that's what they've been leaving behind. We know that it was them, it was there. And a lot of times we find the little caterpillars rolled up and inside one of our leaves that we're messing with. So pretty easy to identify. Once we've identified it and we know exactly what plant they're on, we kind of want to go into treatment in this case. So once we've realized we do in fact have caterpillars, a couple things we like to use. Spinosad is fantastic for chewing insects, which is what the caterpillars are doing. When we're seeing them on the leaves, a lot of times they're either like skeletonizing the leaf, they'll eat everything but the veins, if you will, or they'll eat various big chunks or big holes in the leaves. So we want to get something that helps with chewing insects. That's what Spinosad is going to be for. The best way to apply it is a hose end sprayer. Soak the entire plant top to bottom. Let's get rid of it that way. Another thing you can do to help get rid of it is cut out those dead areas of your plant. Cut off the entire area, that entire limb, depending on the plant, and please ask us for a little advice. We want to make sure we're not over trimming your plants. But we can kind of get rid of the severity of what they're going to eat or what kind of damage they've had just by properly pruning it really quick and following it up with a good spray. Another thing we like to do is use triple action. Triple action comes in a couple different formats. It's basically an oil that kind of coats the plant, gets rid of the pest itself by kind of suffocating it. It works really well. Something we strongly recommend. And I like to use those two together, so we can kind of soak them and suffocate them, and then if they do any more chewing or do any more damage, we can kind of take care of it quickly. Once we've identified what it is, maybe we've done some of that pruning as necessary, we really want to go into getting the plant to recover. So we're going to use stuff like moon juice, get the hormones back to the roots up in the plant, and then go with a really good strong fertilizer like moon dust that helps with most trees, most shrubs, pretty much everything we've got. That big portion of nitrogen there will really push and flush new growth and get the plant kind of looking like it was before it got severely damaged. In most cases, when we're getting samples come in, they're usually pretty far along and there's been a lot of damage to the plant. But what we want to talk about for maybe the future, it's kind of hard to keep caterpillars out of your yard. I mean, there's butterflies and there's moths and stuff everywhere. They're all over our home, our garden, they're all over our neighbors' yards. So it's hard to get rid of them and keep them gone all the time. But if we're watering regularly, if we're fertilizing regularly, and our plants tend to be a little healthier, a little stronger, they're a little less likely to get eaten up by these guys. So my number one recommendation from a preventative maintenance is really just keep your plants trimmed right, fed right, fertilized right. Let's keep them happy, let's keep them healthy. They can be optimally happy in the yard. They're a little more resistant to that. They're a little easier to treat on the next go around also. But please come in, bring your samples, bring your pictures, whatever we can. Come see a nursery pro. Come visit our amazing nurseries. We've got a great place to come visit anytime you'd like. We'll answer all your questions. We'll send you home with the right gear to take care of everything. We've got a great brochure for you guys to use to kind of treat and maybe know how to do it for the next year or so. And again, we'll be glad to help you out and treat you anything else you got going on in your yard too. Thanks, guys.